Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us today. I just want to say a special thank you to the ones that have gotten on our webinar and have decided that they're going to participate in our business webinar. Today, we're going to talk about the law of attraction. I really, this particular statement made a huge impact on my life. When you think about the law of attraction, you think about what it is you're saying, you think about what it is you're doing on a daily basis, because the law of attraction truly means what you put out is what you get back. And if you're wanting to be debt-free and you're constantly talking about how broke you are, or you're constantly talking about how you can't pay your bills, or you're constantly talking about how you're not making enough money at work, you're going to be attracting what you're saying, not attracting, I want to be debt-free, okay? So what we don't understand is a lot of times the cycles that we're going through in life is our own fault. You know, not that everything that happens to you is your fault, but what I'm saying is that if it continues to be the same cycle year after year, day after day, it's usually coming from the words that you are speaking. If you tell a child they're bad enough, even if you're picking, if you say, oh, he's so bad, eventually that child is going to live up to your expectations. And so what we are training is that if you truly take a look at the law of attraction and think about the things in your life that you want to change, think about the areas that are of most importance, and decide that you're going to start speaking life into that area of your life. You know, I know I've said on here several times, one of the things that I wanted to focus on this year is being grateful and having gratitude towards people that usually don't get a lot of gratitude. They do an excellent job. They make things much easier for us, but most people don't take the time to say thank you to a lot of them. I want to do that. So every day I tell myself that I want to be grateful for the little things that people do in my life. I want to be grateful for recognizing everyone, not just celebrities, not just presidents, not just the people that are on the TVs, but the people that are doing the small jobs for me. The one that carries my groceries to my car, you know, the things that don't usually get recognized. So the reason I say that is because if I don't attract that into my own life, if I don't say that up front and start attracting that into my own life, I'm never going to do it. It's never going to come to fruition in my life. And so if you want something bad enough, if you truly want to be successful in this business, you have to begin to attract it into your life. And the reason, you know, so many of us are ingrained in our heads to think about the negative, to think about the things that are happening right now, right here. And that's what we dwell on. And we have to change that. We have to, it's called a paradigm shift. You have to have a shift in your way of thinking and say, I'm going to take today and I'm going to speak life into my own life. I'm going to speak life into those around me, because the words that come out of my mouth is what is powerful. The words that come out of my own thoughts is what I am speaking into others. We always say you can build somebody up with the words you say. Even now, the text and the messagings that we give out. It's amazing how many people, if you don't have a smiley face at the end of your text, or you don't have, you know, certain little things, or God forbid, like me, use too many explanation points, you know, you're all of a sudden screaming at people. People read into things how they're feeling. If they're feeling bad, if they're feeling, you know, unworthy, or they're going to take that personally. And so we have to make a point of speaking into other people's lives what we want to see happen in their life. And that's called the law of attraction. We're attracting that into others, and therefore we're attracting it into our own. I have a rock that many of you know that I sit right in front of me all the time. And it says, if you help enough other people get what they want, you in return will get what you want. And you guys, that's truly what this business is all about. If you are in the business of network marketing, you're strictly in the business of helping other people get what they want. And so the great thing about it is, there's Lacey. The great thing about it is when you truly make a decision that you're going to begin to own your own life. It's your life, and you can attract what you want into your life. We live in the greatest country in the world. If you truly want it, you can have it. You just have to be determined, you have to sacrifice, and you have to be willing to do whatever it takes. And that's what other people that are wealthy, or other people who have become famous, that's what they've done that others have not. It's not that they're special, it's not that they're great and wonderful, but it's that they have said, usually from a young age, I will do this, I will be there, I will, and their life. And every time you command something into your life, you are attracting it stronger and stronger. And why? Because you are believing it more and more and more. And as you begin to believe it, guess what happens? You start seeing things that the universe is putting before you that you never saw before. How many of you have ever wanted to buy a new car, or that you have bought a new car, and you said, I want a red Honda Odyssey, whatever. I'm into minivans lately, so there you go. I must be getting older. Okay, I want a red Honda Odyssey. You may have never seen a Honda Odyssey red on the roads before very much, maybe every now and then. But when you claim it and you make that decision that you're going to buy one, all of a sudden, what happens? They're everywhere. You see that car everywhere. And it's not that they weren't there before. It's just that now you're attracting it into your life. If you want to be debt-free, you will begin to see things in a whole new perspective. You know, you may have, 15 pecan trees on your backyard that the pecans usually go bad. And now that you're wanting to be debt-free, you're going to start picking them up and selling them. I mean, you're going to start doing things to match the thoughts that you're thinking. So your actions will become in line with your thought. And so if all you're doing is feeding negativity, and it's the smallest of things, it's the, I didn't lose but 1 pound today, or I didn't lose but. It's feeding into your mind and your body that you're not good enough. You didn't do it enough. And the more you say that to yourself, the more you will get off plan. The more you will say, well, I didn't lose enough last week, so I'm not going to do it this week. Okay, or I didn't lose enough yesterday, so I'm just not going to do it this week. You have to feed life into yourself at all times. You got to tell yourself, I am, I will, I have. Those are words that are in present tense. And if you are speaking that on a daily basis, your life will begin to change. I can promise you. The reason I can tell you this is because I've done it. I see it happening every single day. When your mind changes and where your mind goes, your body will follow. It is the law of attraction. It is scientifically proven. If something is not going right, think about what you're thinking about on that particular subject. Think about the words that are coming out of your mouth. Prime example, my son, who many of you know, he's been very ill for 19 years. But there's a saying that I am very adamantly against, and that's, he'll go, man, my stomach is killing me, or my headache is killing me. And I will tell him, no, it's not killing you, because it will make him sicker. He will get sicker. The more he says it, the sicker he gets. When he starts to claim, no, my stomach doesn't feel well, but I'm getting better, or it is healed, or what we say is we pray about it and say, it is healed. Okay, when he starts to do that, all of a sudden, his body starts to follow. His body starts to get better, and he becomes stronger. It just happens. That's the way it is. Test me on this. I promise you. Find one thing in your life that you don't like and test me on it. Speak about the things. Have other people check you. You know, if there's a certain word that you don't want to use anymore, have someone in your life tell you when you're using it, and you're going to realize how many times you actually say it. You know, that word is big for him, so I catch him every single time. You guys, this is a process. We've talked about goals. We've talked about connecting with your people. And so my question to you, once we finish the recording, is how many people did you connect with this week? So once you've connected, now you've got to truly start speaking life into your own business. And when you begin to do that, when you begin to see things through the eyes of what you want and not through the eyes of what you have or where you are, your life will truly change. And it'll change quicker than you ever thought possible. You know, many of us go, oh, there's not enough time in the day. Oh, I don't have enough time in the day. Oh, I wish I had more time in the day. You know what? More time is a minute. So do you just need a minute more in the day? You need to begin to say, if you need more time in the day, you need to begin to say, I will get up an hour earlier than I normally do, or I will go to bed an hour earlier than I normally do so that you can get up, or I will put 15 minutes aside for whatever it is that you wished you had more time in the day for. Start claiming that, start speaking that, and you will figure it out. Your body and your mind will begin to figure it out. You know, I wanted more time to start exercising again. I couldn't find it. I was working 12-hour days. I was coming home at 10 o'clock at night. I was like, oh, I don't want to work out when I get home and dead tired, right? Many of you understand that. I had to figure out another time of the day. My daughter gets up at 5:30 every morning. How come I can't? So I've made a decision that at 5:30 every morning when she gets up, I'm going to get up and I'm going to start exercising. If she can do it, I can do it. All of a sudden, I set my alarm. I didn't get up on the first day at 5:30 in the morning because I turned it off, right? But the next day, I got onto myself and said, I am going to do this. I set the alarm. It was easier the second day to get up at 5:30 in the morning because I had determined that I was going to do it. Now, why does any of this even matter? Why am I even taking 30 minutes of your time to tell you this? I am telling you this because this can change your life. Too many of us are in our stinking thinking mind, and we're constantly looking at the things we don't have. We're constantly wanting and desiring things we don't have rather than claiming it, rather than saying, this is what I want, I'm going at it. You don't have to change anything you're doing right now except your thoughts and your mind. Once you begin to start doing that, you are going to see that you are winding up in places that you've never been before. People that you've never known is going to be attracted to you and say, you know what, I just needed to come introduce myself to you. And it's going to be somebody that is going to blow your socks off. I mean, that's what happens. The universe is set up to make us prosperous. The universe is set up to make us have everything that we need and desire at any given moment. It's us who keep rebelling it. It's us who keep, saying, oh, that'll never happen to me, or that only happens to those people. No, everyone that's wealthy, everyone that's famous, everyone that's ever done anything that you even know their name of, puts their pants on the same way that you and I do. And we all have the same desires. We all have the same mind. It's just that they attracted it into their life. That's what we do. When our mind gets to where we want it to be, our body must follow. Okay? So I challenge you guys this week. Look at your thoughts. Think about the words that are coming out of your mouth. You're going to hear this a lot from me because I truly believe if you are not, top of your business right now, if you are not the top person of your company, I can promise you it's because you don't see yourself there yet. You're not claiming it. There's something that you're saying that is preventing you from attracting enough people into your life. whether it's about your product, whether it's about you, whether it's about, well, they've done it, but I don't know how, whatever it is, you are stopping yourself from reaching that goal. And if you will just grasp hold of it and dig your heels in and say, I am there, whatever it is, wherever there is, I have whatever that is to you. It may just be $500 a month. If it is, fabulous. If that would change your life, or that would change a bill and you wouldn't have to work as hard, then claim it and bring it in. You don't have to know how you're going to do it. You don't have to work out the details. Your job is to claim it and to speak it. And when you start doing that, things will begin to attract to you.